Jenny Montgomery.
And I'm Kimberly Scott in for Brad Means. Thank you so much for staying with us. An Augusta man is killed in a violent crash just hours after his wedding, and tonight his new bride is fighting for her life.
Such a sad story. The two were involved in a crash Saturday night after leaving their wedding reception. The accident happened on Washington Road near Wildwood Park, northwest of Pollard's Corner. Authorities say the couple's car veered into the opposite lane and met an oncoming SUV. Our Dee Griffin is live in the newsroom now covering tonight's big story.
And Dee, you spoke with the Groom's family about their devastating loss and more on what they have to say.
Well, Jenny and Kim, as expected, they are very upset and sad. I talked with Brian Orzechowski's mother, and she has questions about what really caused the crash, and she disputes rumors that her son was drunk the night he died. She says he was only high on love and life. Days after planning her son's wedding, Brenda Earhart is planning her son's funeral.
They've known one another for 28 years, and they've always been friends, always. But they finally got together.
Hours later, death tore them apart. Saturday night, Brian Orzechowski and his new wife, Crystal Krentler, were traveling on Washington Road to their honeymoon location. According to the driver of an SUV, Orzechowski's car went into the SUV's path in the opposite lane. The two vehicles crashed, ending Orzechowski's life and short marriage while opening up a lot of questions.
How they can figure my son went over to the other lane when his car was on this side of the road.
As she searches for answers, she turns to these reminders of her son for sources of comfort. The 35-year-old retired from the Army last year after serving more than 3 tours in Iraq. He was the father of 2 boys and from a close-knit family. His nephew Brian Lorman remembers Orzechowski as a hero.
We had gotten in the pool. I accidentally got too far. First, Christian got me to where I could stand, and Brian helped me out.
While preparing to bury her son, Brenda Earhart is also trying to bury rumors that Brian Orzechowski was driving drunk after his wedding.
Everybody that was there said he wasn't drunk. He had a beer he nursed all day long. He had a glass of champagne with his baby brother and a glass of champagne with his wife. That's all. Over an 8-hour period.
As family members try to come to terms with their loss, they are remembering all the love gained during his lifetime.
And he said, Mama, he says, everybody always has a best man. He said, but I want you to stand there beside me because you're my best friend.
So sad. Investigators say the driver of the SUV, Tavori Curry, was driving with a suspended license and had an open container of alcohol in his car. Charges are pending against him. Jenny, Kim.